I guess it was about 3 years ago I started a private practice. And I knew that there was a certain type of population that I wanted to serve, and that it was important for me to kind of step out on my own. And there was a lot of trial and error that ensued, but I figured out how to do it, in fact, so well that I got to a point that I couldn't maintain my caseload. So I hired my first employee, and things were moving along really well. And over time, I hired again and again, and then the opportunity to participate in the leadership cohort came up. And I realized that this was a great opportunity for me to take what I already knew and had learned along the way and get some accountability and support and grow into becoming a different kind of leader. A leader that not only could sort of see the business side of things and understand that, but also be a great mentor and a support and try to have some sort of balance between these two. When I took the DISC assessment, it told me I was a moderate D.
So you felt really good about these goals? Like you felt like you
I felt so solid about these goals, and now understanding my DISC profile a little more, I think I was very confident that this was going to be the thing, that it was going to work, that I was just going to skate through this next year and learn a lot about what was happening with the business, have employees that were super happy, have clients that were really engaged, that this was just going to fix everything. I developed some metrics. I had an EHR that I was using that could do some of this stuff, so I thought I'll just use that. I'll just figure out how to use it. But I literally have no time. So I brought someone on to help me out, and she said that she loved to do this kind of thing, which I don't understand because I think it's so horrible. So anyway, come to find out, I'm pretty sure she is a C on the DISC profile. She is very accurate and precise, and she's good at analyzing things, and lo and behold, my intentions for looking at this particular area, this business piece, could be fulfilled by not just addressing my weakness, but to also bring someone on who is really good at those things and can help me learn. And she's been amazing. She's saved me.
Would you say that about all of your employees?
All the employees I have now, yeah, they pick up the slack in a lot of ways, and I don't think I would have recognized the ways in which they're strong if I hadn't had the opportunity to take the DISC profile to really understand my own areas of weaknesses and where I need improvement, but to also be able to look at the people that I work with through that same lens and see, like, I'm really bad about getting everyone together. But Annie's really good at it, and she loves to do it. What if I just thank her? What if I just encourage that piece of her that is so good at this already? What if I just appreciate the ways that Carly is able to be really patient and forgiving and loving and accepting and open and steady? What if I could just shine a light on that and support her in being and doing the things that she's just so good at? And also learn from that too. Look at that and say, what are the ways that I can become like a little more patient? Well, I see it in Carly. Maybe she's modeling that for me.
What about the employees who are not with Simple Modern anymore?
I think that of course, systemically, they brought out the worst of my sort of D qualities, the dark side of being a D. I felt very insecure and suspicious, and I lost a lot of respect for these people very quickly. I had a really, really hard time working with them. I felt like I didn't want to do this anymore. That I couldn't be this kind of leader. I felt like I couldn't have people working for me because it was too hard. Lots of times I've fallen into the trap of believing that there are metrics for everything. That some sort of algorithm can take me from point A to point B. It was such a low point because I kept on telling myself that there was something I could do different, and I just didn't know what it was. There aren't metrics or algorithms for leadership. There are hundreds of books written on the subject because nobody knows how you do it exactly. There's no perfect way to be a leader, and just because you're a good leader doesn't mean that people are going to follow you. There's lots of things that I've learned from this process. I still feel like I'm learning how to be the best leader that I can be, and let everything else fall away. I do have to say, though, that I think the biggest thing that I've learned from this whole process is that it's an experience. It's a way of being. And it's also very familial. Hierarchically, I might be here at the top, but if I don't have these other pieces in place, if I don't have other people in my life doing this with me that can give strength where I have weakness, it's not going to work. That has been eye-opening. It's been gut-wrenching. And it's been really enlightening. I feel so much more thankful for the people that I work with, the valuable things that they bring. I can't do it by myself. And these weaknesses aren't going to become strengths overnight. But I can appreciate what, these friends, really, these people who happen to work in my space, who happen to be on my payroll, but who I really love. The ways that they make my life better, and the ways that I need them. I really do.